Yay Media Group.
Hey guys, it's Stephanie. I'm Trey. This is your weekly dose of BS. Trey and his Pink Pony Club.
Hey, Mary. I wish that I thought of that name first.
It's so
Because that's
cute.
what I would turn Mr. into.
Truly. Could you do that? No,
Yeah,
it's
sure, it's
probably
trademarked.
trademarked.
I have contractors there right now. We're starting our renovations this week, and I'm just like, Jesus, take
How
the
do
wheel.
you feel?
Well, I feel like this is not the best time for me to go on a week-long cruise, but I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah, you know what?
So
It's going to be fine. That's what the
it's
Lord
right.
wants.
I had interviews last week, and I hate interviewing people.
Why? What do you
I
think about it?
because I'm like, I don't know. It's just like I know within a minute whether I'm going to hire you or not.
So then it's like if you know that they're not the one,
Then I'm just
say
being
there.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just like, we're hiring for baristas right now, and like, yeah, I know. It's almost like when you're looking at a new dog, and you're like, will this dog get along with the dog I have? And I'm like, will this person get along with the staff I have? Like, are they gonna? Yeah, you just know. And I'm like, ugh, it's my least favorite thing.
Well, and if you get a bad employee, it just sucks because
Oh,
they
yeah.
literally can I mean, one bad employee, especially somebody with a really bad attitude.
Will cause you to lose 3 good ones.
Yes. Yeah. No,
Mhm.
I mean, they really do. It's almost like they suck the life out of the place, right? Like they just taint everything. And it's kind of crazy. Like one bad apple really does spoil the bunch. So I hope did you find somebody that you like?
Of the 5 I interviewed, I liked 1.
Okay.
But I'm just so picky, like,
Yeah.
I'm
That's
and I'm
good
good
though.
yeah. So
That's good. Well, also, it's like a very specific skill set, right?
Right.
Like you have to. I'm
Mhm.
sure most of the people probably worked at Starbucks or
Yeah, I don't even like, your experience is great. There was one guy that worked at Chick-fil-A, and I was like, "Chick-fil-A,
yeah,
they train good people."
Chick-fil-A's. Yeah,
Um, it's just more like, how are it's a personality thing for me. Like, if you're personable, if you're friendly, if you present yourself well, if you're a people person, like, that's more what I'm interested in. You don't feel like an asshole, like,
yeah.
that is enticing to me, and I've interviewed so many bartenders, and we're not interviewing bartenders now, but I've interviewed so many bartenders that come in, and they're so cocky about their sales, and da, da, da. I'm like, "But you're probably an asshole." I fired more people, like, high producers for being assholes than anything else.
Yeah. Travis says he's hired a lot of people, and he said like the best like personality hire. He was like the people that really, really train well. There's a girl, and she came from Disney.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he was like, they are like customer service trained, like they're
Mhm.
bubbly. They just like he was like, I've never seen anything like
Yeah.
it. And Disney really, really, really trains. I'm sure Chick-fil-A is the same way.
Yeah, there are
They
certain things
just
that I feel like
really train their people.
if you have, like, Disney or Chick-fil-A on your resume, that's a good sign.
Because you're like very, very well trained, customer service,
Mhm.
10 out of 10. Because a lot of business is customer service. It's how
Yep.
people leave, how people leave whenever they come to your establishment. And, that last honestly, not even really the first point of contact, that last point of contact I think is so important because it really sets a
Mhm.
tone in their
Yeah.
mouth. So, well, I'm excited. I
Me
love
too.
coffee. My kids are excited. They can actually like go in and we do Starbucks all the time, so I'll just do your place instead.
Well, I get my espresso machine, I think I get it Friday. If it comes over on this cruise, I'm gonna be so sad because I wanna see it. But I'm gonna be a certified crackhead. If you think I'm a crackhead now, you just wait till I own a commercial grade espresso machine. It's gonna be a problem.
Ooh, so I'm wondering if people go to Starbucks and interview if they're like, "Okay, make me these 5 drinks." But for you, you just have to believe they know what they're doing.
I feel like you can pick out who's teachable and who's not. My first round is like, do I like you as a person?
Yeah.
If I don't like you as a person, I don't care how great you are at your job.
Yeah.
Um, so once we get the machine, then we'll test them there and then make decisions. But yeah, first I'm just like, do we like you or not?
Yeah. I'm
But
excited.
yeah, once I get that machine, oh, game on.
I think it's yeah. Well, I also think it's like very how do I say this? I think it's not necessarily ballsy. Maybe that's a word. I don't know, but I think it's really admirable for you to, like, a lot of people would leave well enough alone, right? Like, your
Uh-huh.
bar is doing well and you're making money and it's not a flop whatsoever. So I think it's really admirable and ballsy to take something that isn't broken, take it apart, and then put it together in a different way.
That's actually funny because everyone that we interviewed at the end, I was like, "Do you have any questions for us?" And they were like, "Why are you doing this?" Because they were like everyone that interviewed had been to Mr.
Yeah.
Mister, and, we had that's the issue is not that, like, Mr. Mister isn't great, it's just that it doesn't follow, I guess, my mission,
Yeah.
which is, like, to make that street better than what it's been,
Uh-huh.
and that's even with Mr. Mister. Um, so I'm excited for this next I think it's just I'm excited, it's gonna be good, and every time I get, like, worried, I feel like God gives me, like, a little wink that, like, "No, where this is
This
the
is where it's
direction we're
supposed to be,
going."
yeah.
Yeah. So, it's
Also, be like, it's good because whenever you do have children, it's a place where you can actually take your kids during the
and
day.
that's a big part of it for me too,
Yeah.
is, like, I my dad owned, pizza restaurants when I was growing up, and I had a job there when I was, like, 13. So, that kinda started me I loved at 13, I had my own money, and I had responsibility, and I had something to do, and while I wasn't fully responsible because it was still my dad's restaurant. It gave me that sense of ownership and, like,
Yeah.
this is my so I want that too for, like, whenever I have kids, and you know, we got a while till they're 13, they're not even conceived yet, but
Yeah.
yeah,
But
I'm excited. It'll be fun.
that's super fun. That's super fun. Well, I'm excited for you.
Me
Did you
too.
see this thing on I think it must have just happened because it's all over social media, but it's like Morgan Wallen on SNL. Did you see all of that stuff? What is that exactly? I did not watch him on SNL, but I guess he was on there. I did see one skit where he like remember back in the day, it was a while ago. I remember being on TikTok one night and my whole TikTok was Morgan Wallen at some college, like,
Mhm.
kissing every other like,
During
everything was
COVID.
like, yes, during yeah, it was
So
every girl you could imagine.
he was supposed to be on SNL right after that happened, and they canceled him, like, didn't have him on the show, and he came back 2 months later, and they let him on. I don't understand why we keep giving Morgan Wallen a pass. I truly don't. We went to his concert and he was great,
Mhm.
very talented guy. But talk about someone that is just like it's always self-sabotage. He has done so many things time and time and time again that prove that we have made the wrong person in him famous. I don't get it. So
I
they
think
were
he has
doing
really good music, and that's kind of what
and
keeps
that's
him
where it
afloat.
stops.
Yes, yes, yeah.
'Cause at the end of SNL, the host says, like, "Thank you, and thank you to the musical guests, da, da, da," and the cast, for probably what's no more than 25 seconds, sits there and talks to each other, and he walked right in front of the camera, just straight off the stage. It wasn't his first time on SNL. It wasn't his people were like, "Well, he didn't know." And then he posts something like he posted a picture of his plane an hour later, like, heading back to God's country. So, like, it was a statement. There was something that
Get me back to
happened.
God's country, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, I just don't understand. He threw the bar stool off that bar in Nashville.
Yeah,
There's security footage of him using the N-word, like,
like,
he's used other derogatory terms, like, I just don't know why we keep giving the guy a pass. I really don't.
no, I mean, it's so crazy. I just think he needs to, go, okay, so this is what some people were saying online because I saw like Perez Hilton do something on it. And then I saw another person come on who was there and she said, I'm not a Morgan Wallen fan whatsoever. She was like, but he like did not walk off stage or he did not walk off or off stage, like leave. And she was like, he walked to the audience and signed some autographs. And there was a girl in a wheelchair that he went and said hi to. But I'm like, you probably should have waited like those 30 seconds. And it's
Yeah,
just super
it's
rich.
just
But
like
I
it's not a
also
surprise.
wonder, I feel like what happened is that the people what with what you're saying, like, he's made so many mistakes. I think the people who, um, are on SNL who, like, do the skits and everything probably did not want him there and maybe weren't the most friendly. So
I wouldn't want him there either. If I was a cast member whenever COVID was going on and he went and was making out with all these people and he was gonna come to my place of work the next week, no.
it's so I think that's what it was, and that I don't know, it just I do not have a pony in this game because I do not know. I just think Morgan Wallen I do think he has issues, and sometimes when you have issues, fame is not what you need. You need to,
Mhm.
like, figure yourself out. Um, but yeah, it was like, "Oh, no, not again, Morgan, not again." I mean, every time that you see him in the press, it's never anything good.
No.
It's just this is, like, one of the better things, like, he walked off stage, it's not like him throw I mean, honestly, whenever he threw that chair off the ba I mean, he could've killed somebody. I
Yeah.
mean, it really, like, such a he's way too
He's just too volatile.
unstable and
Yeah.
yes, to, like, be a public a public person. Does he write his own I think his music's good. I wonder if he writes it. If not, like, stop giving him the good songs, give it so many.
You know, he was originally on American Idol,
Yes, I do
and
remember.
he was not a country artist.
Uh-huh, and then somebody, saw him and
Mhm.
thought his voice and I do think his voice fits country really well.
Mhm.
It's very different. I think it kind of sets him apart. Like I said, I think his music is great. Like, I like country music. I think his songs are great.
He's a great performer. We saw him at that
I
concert. He
liked
was
he was a
fantastic.
fantastic performer. I like that he, catered towards everybody, not just people with the best seats, right? Like, he really did a good job, I think, with that, where he took advantage of all the stage, but, yeah, I mean, I just think I hope he gets it together. I just feel like he is somebody who just self-sabotages, and he has everything going for him.
We just need to, as a society, start supporting good people
Yes,
and
yes,
stop supporting people that aren't good people. And maybe this was something where he went and signed some of the who knows? But like Post Malone, for example, it is so widely known that he is a kind person
yeah.
and he's talented. Like that's who I want to root to win.
Yeah.
And he
Who's
is.
the other guy? Bigger guy. He's married to I think the girl's name's Bunny. He was married or
Oh,
he's
oh
great
my
person.
gosh. Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll. Like if you ever see him on social like TikTok and everything, he is such a good person. Like I think at one point he was homeless. He still has a big heart and soft spot. He does so much for other people. He's super down to earth.
He does a lot of gospel music. I have a friend,
Yeah.
and my friend's brother, tours with him as, like, a background singer
Ooh.
or backup singer, and said that they are just the kindest people,
Mhm.
and he said it's so refreshing to tour with him compared to other people. It's just a whole different environment,
Yeah.
and that so him and Post Malone are coming to Dallas, I think it's next month. They're touring together.
I would watch that.
It's an expen
Is it
they're both
really
high
they're
value tickets, yeah.
together?
They're touring together.
Oh,
That's, like, good
that's
mhm.
a really
That's a
good
good
I would go
concert.
to that. I would go to that one.
Yeah.
I would go to that one. But yeah, I saw that this morning. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have to ask Trey if he saw that because this man
Mhm.
wears me out."
Yep.
But yeah,
You know what exhausts me?
what?
Being such a good person because I have been
Shucks, you're so full of it.
I have been in an argument with someone, and it's been, like, an ongoing, like, 3-day thing back and forth. We, like, kind of resolve it, and then, like, maybe I'm the one that brings it back up. Yeah, no, it's me. Um, but then I just got my smoking gun to prove that everything that I was
Is
saying
this
in this
person a
argument
girl or a boy?
I won't say.
You won't tell me the
Eh,
gender?
I'll tell you after this,
Okay.
but I'll tell you everything after this. But I have the smoking gun that I need to prove that I'm right after we've already, like, kind of put a pin in this, and it
Uh-huh.
makes me wanna go back, and I crafted this, I mean, like, it should win an award, the text that I crafted for this, and I didn't send it, and I
Wait,
just need recognition for that.
do I like this person?
Yeah. I like the person too, but, like, they were just wrong in this situation, and I
Yeah.
have the proof that I was right. But
Ah.
sometimes it's better to just is it
If
better to be right or is it better to
if it
just
matters to you, I think you have to have closure, but if it's something that really doesn't have to do with does it have to do with you or not?
yeah.
It does, like, deeply it's about you,
Yeah. It's
or is
personal.
it about somebody else?
No, it's personal.
Okay. But does it matter deeply to you where you feel like you will always
Well, it
wanna say
actually
something?
never mattered deeply to me until the argument carried on. And then the more the argument carried on, I didn't like the way the argument was carrying on, and then that's what mattered to me.
Okay, so it doesn't matter deeply to you. I would not send out whatever you have. You're smoking gun, I would not do it.
But now I'm thinking
See,
that
you're
was
so petty. You're wanting to do it just because you're now bored because you had 3 days of fun, and
it
now
wasn't even fun.
Trey
It wasn't fun for me. I do not like to argue.
Trey, you're
I do not like to
what
argue.
would Jesus do?
Well, I know that's why I didn't send it, but I still have it in my notes ready to fire off if I
Oh
need
my
it.
gosh. No,
I should win a Pulitzer what I wrote.
I would not say anything unless this person pisses you off down the road and then say, "By the way, I forgot to send you this."
Send.
And then go back.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Mm.
See, this is why I hate
If
me
this
such a
is
good
your
person.
friend if this is your friend, I would not do it. If you wanna be friends with this person, right?
Mhm.
But also, I think we're in a place in our life where we want peace.
Yes.
Like, peace,
So that's
um
the question. Do I want peace or do I wanna be right?
you want peace, trust me.
Yeah.
Because being right feels good for a minute, but peace will last a lifetime. There's nothing worse.
Not with there's less a lifetime with me.
There's nothing worse than not having peace with somebody and then
Yeah.
having to, like, see them occasionally, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Just and having that the older you get, the more I think you just want peace.
Yeah.
'Cause you the
You know what?
the
You know why I want to be
what?
right here is because this person gaslit me into thinking I was wrong,
Yeah.
and so now I'm like, "Step up. Hello."
Maybe they did think you were wrong. Maybe they think that they're right. Perception is people's reality, right? So sometimes they're wrong and you're right, and they will never see it because it's not what they want to see and it's not what they perceive to be
Mhm.
correct. So you have to also be okay with that. But we are at a place now where we are old enough.
We are yes, we
Well,
are.
okay, I'm much older than you, okay? So take it from
We
me.
like peace.
Take it from me. I'm in my mid 40s. It's so much nicer to, like I think whenever you're younger and you're still at a place where you have to be around people you probably don't like, right? You do. You do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do, let's be honest. You're at
What
that
other people I
place,
don't
but I
like?
think the
Oh.
older you get, the more you don't have to be in a place. Like, I really do not surround myself with people I don't like. If I like you, I will give you my time. If I don't like you, I will make a lot of excuses to not give you my time, and that's how you know
Mm.
but you wanna be around people that bring you peace and joy and everything else. So do not
This is the
just
person I'm fighting with.
oh, yeah, you have to, you have to. You need to let it go, okay? That's 100%. He listens, I know he's right if you're listening.
No, he is not right. He is not right,
But
and I know I'm right now.
I know,
And
but
he gave me the smoking gun that proves that I'm right, and I'm like, "Well, well, well."
but you really need peace, okay? Above anything else. Like, this is yeah, you
She's just
cannot
thinking before our trip.
yeah, I cannot I need you on your best during that
Yep.
trip. You
I
cannot
am very
be
excited for our trip.
I am too. Like, the closer it gets, the more I'm, like, a little nervous. I don't know why I get so anxious before I go out of town. What is wrong with me?
I don't know why either.
I don't know why. When I go to Montana, I don't get anxious, but I think it's because it's my house, and I feel like I'm going from from one home to another, but on other and also I think I have enough stuff there to where, I don't know, I just
Well,
get
it's your
so
safe space.
yeah, I get super
Yeah.
nervous.
This
Um,
is also like a job for you. For me,
yeah, this is
this is a
fun.
grand old time.
This is fun, but yeah, Trey yeah, and you,
But this
like
will also be a job for me.
yeah, but
I
it
think
easy
yeah.
one. Like, but it easy.
Yep.
It'll be super easy. We can do this with our eyes
Oh, yeah.
closed. We can do this
It'll
with
be
our eyes
good.
closed, so it'll be so good. Okay, thank you guys so much for listening and supporting. You can follow me at Steph Holman on all the things now.
Yep. You can follow me at Trey_Stewart. You can follow our podcast at BS the Podcast. And you can watch us on YouTube at Weekly Dose of BS. Bye.
Yay Media Group.